So I think the year was about 2003, and this piece also started my love affair with oil finishes rather than lacquer. When I moved into my studio in Margs, obviously I didn't want to spray lacquer because it's under our home. So I started, studying oils, oil finishes, and working out the best way to achieve a really nice finish, but to be able to use something completely natural. And of course, furniture makers have done it for eons. And lacquers are fantastic because they are resilient and everything else, but I just really like the connection of just oil and wood. There's no plastic film over it. It's a nice natural process. So you have to obviously sand it much finer. It was a bit of a learning process. And the night that I really felt that tingle up the back of my neck, I remember now that it was to do with the oil finish. I kind of oiled it all up and then stood back and looked at it. And that process of oiling, you're just really connected to it. With lacquering, you're spraying it with a gun, but oiling it, you're sanding it a lot more. So you're bringing it right up to sort of 1500 and then applying the oil, and then the colour comes out, and it's just such a beautiful process. And this black butt, it's so milky and clean. It's just a beautiful timber to oil. It's nice and hard. So you can actually achieve a really nice lustre and a sheen by just sanding the wood and applying a natural oil finish. So these days we've changed the oil finish we use a bit. We've found some really great oils now that hold their sheen. The early oils I used didn't hold their sheen as well, but the oils we're using now are just magnificent. So pretty much everything we'll be doing, unless someone requests lacquer from these days, we oil. And then, as I say, lacquer still has its place because it's definitely more resilient, doesn't take as much ongoing care, I guess. With oil, you've got to maintain and look after it. But the beauty of oil is that if anything does get damaged, I can actually generally repair it in their home. I recently redid a dining table, which is actually a table we hadn't made, but one of our customers had a beautiful table that was made years ago. And I refurbished it in her kitchen. She was shocked. But I got a little dust extractor on my sander, and I did the whole thing in the kitchen, and it came up just like brand new. She couldn't believe it. So the oil finishes are really nice, and I'm so glad that I started that process all those years ago, and we've learnt and we've become pretty good at applying oil finishes.